my crafty friends. It's March, and March means it's National Crafting Month. And so today we're going to start off with St. Patrick's Day. So I headed out to Dollar Tree a couple of years ago, and not recently, and picked up this shamrock and painted it. It's been sitting for a couple of years because my mind just, it went blank. And all of a sudden I was going through some St. Patrick's Day things, and I just thought, oh, I've got it. I love the filigree pattern. The filigree leaf pattern looks like this, and I love it. And I love patterns, and I fall in love with them very easily. But, oh, this one, I don't know, I think it's, well, it's right up there with the Victorian pattern. So before we get started, what I did was I painted this, and it's just a shamrock green acrylic paint that I picked up at a craft store. And what I'm going to do to start, because I decided at the last minute to change my idea and go with the filigree, because like I said, I'm just in love with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my blue painter's tape, and I'm going to tape off, hopefully very easily, I'm going to tape off in, oh come on, I'm going to tape off in between the hearts so that I don't get carried away, which you know how I get so excited that I do get carried away, and then of course I make mistakes and get flustered, and so today I'm not going to do that. We're actually going to just tape this off really quick, so hopefully we don't have any boo-boos. But if we do have a boo-boo, which sometimes is really good because it gives me the opportunity to teach you how to fix that mistake, and we're good. We're good with that. So I'm going as quick as I can. Let me break these down into smaller pieces because then it's easier to just go around that glasses lens, go around that curve. And if there is any place that my chalk paste is going to get that I don't want it, it's going to be on the curves of these hearts. Now I've also seen, and maybe it's more recent ones, and I didn't pick any up at Dollar Tree because obviously I've had this one sitting here, but I believe there's just shamrocks that don't have hearts, and just, oh, a fun way to add a little Irish to your house. I have a maiden name that is Irish, and found Irish relatives, and then did my DNA and found out I'm Scottish. So that Irish gene skipped me, and I don't know, I'll have to check out my siblings, because if I'm remembering correctly, my siblings didn't have much Irish either. But oh well, we've got our Scottish, and we're happy with that, and we celebrate St. Patrick's Day anyway. No, I don't go to the parades. It's too darn cold in March. I'm a wimp. You can see that I'm still trying to be very tropical. It's not working. It's not working. So I'm just going to do my very best here to get this covered up so that we can move on and do our stenciling. And once I get the stencil on here and we get it dry, I am going to show you how we're going to do the hanging piece as well as the tail piece, or stem I should say, of our shamrock. Did you know you can buy shamrock plants? I would probably kill it, but you know, I might just try. Maybe I'll go for an artificial one. That might be safer. Oh, I actually have to check to see if it's poisonous to animals because I have all my fur babies. So round and round and round we go, getting these taped off the best that I can. And, ooh, I didn't think this was going to take so long. Should have done that before I came live with you, but I wanted you to actually see what the shamrock looked like before. So we're going to get this all taped up. Maybe today. We'll see. Can you believe it's March? I'm so excited that it's March. Actually, I'll be more excited when it's April because we might not have snow, but oh, I dropped my tape here. See, I get so excited to show you these things. Come on. Oh, come on. I lost that end. All right. And again, these are going to require teeny tiny, oh, come on. Teeny tiny little pieces that want to stick to my fingers. And what I'm doing is I'm taking that flat edge, and that's what's going against the shamrock. Well, I have some little areas I'm going to have a tough time with, but I think I'm going to have to try to wing it, and if I make mistakes, we'll fix them, right? So we'll see how it's going. So let's try. Oh, I'm going to try to get this one a little bit better. There we go. Oh my goodness. So take time for this. Obviously, you're not going to just get this done in 2 seconds by any means. Taking it off is going to be the fun part too, but we're not going to worry about that till we get there. Painter's tape is a must-have in your craft studio. You'd be amazed at how many things. You know what? That is going to cause a problem. So let's just take that little edge off there. And I think this is going to have a problem too, so I'm going to tape. And I'm adding the problem to the other one. Okay, so all taped up, ready to go. So you can see how my hearts are standing out a little bit more. And I'm going to take my filigree, and notice I have the name on the back of this. This stencil is going to get used 100 times, I hope. So let's see. I'm going to place this down. I'm going to do this fuzzing in 2 steps. This stencil has been used before, so it's not going to take twice as much. It's not going to take as much. And I guess it's too early. I'm losing my words already today. Not good. So I did that half. Come on. And now I'm going to do the other half of this. And the reason I'm doing that is it just helps so that I don't have my stencil decide that it's going to stick to itself, because that can be, let's do it this way, that can be a disaster. And yes, I've had it happen. I was in a hurry, wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and ruined a stencil, and then I cried. But anyway, so we're going to do that on that. Then what I want to do is I'm going to pull my stencil back. Come on. Back like this. And I hope you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just peeling that off the back. Now I'm going to take my shamrock, and I'm going to place it on my stencil. And I'm going to do this at a bit of an angle. So I'm going to press that down. And then what I'm doing is I'm picking up my stencil and I'm rolling it. I knew that was going to happen, but oh well. And then I'm rolling it back onto my backing sheet, because then as I'm, oh, are you going to make it? Okay, you are. Because then it doesn't stick to my table, because because I don't want that to happen. Now, the reason I decided to go with a full sheet was because this does have the raised hearts. And so when you have raised hearts, it makes it super easy. Okay, I hope that's on the back and not the front. Or on the front, not the back. And so that you can really slide over and make sure that you have each of your hearts secured down. Okay, so remember, my heart underneath here is now blue because I used painter's tape. And of all the things to forget, I think we might need some white chalk paste. So let's see how we do with that. White, 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 white. Here we go. And here I thought I was all prepared this morning. So I'm actually going to take my stir stick. I haven't used this color in a while, and I just want to make sure. Oh, yes. It's good, 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 good to go. Beautiful. So I'm just going to swipe that off the side. I have to clean out around my edges on here. I can see that. And I'm going to put that over on my piece of tile that I have to hold all my squeegees. And then what I'm going to do, this one looks the best so far. And I'm just going to go over my heart, making sure that I get this on my heart and not all over the place, because that's not what I want. And I'm feeling like this doesn't look like a heart yet, so let's keep going. Where's the end of, oh, here we go. I've got the end of my heart. Over here. Alrighty. And so I can just kind of trace my heart with my finger, and then I know that I'm staying, come on, I'm staying on that. Where are you? Okay, I am along it. And then I'm just going to keep going. Get some more up here. I'm trying to pull some of my excess because really it does not take much chalk paste at all. And your chalk paste, if you take good care of it, can last, well, they usually last 6 months, but you can get them to last longer if you make sure that you spritz every week. Now I am probably the messiest crafter ever. Actually, I'm just going to put that on here. I'm going to pull this up a little bit because I am done with that piece, and I don't want it. Come on, come on. Oh, it looks beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I'm loving this design on here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm hoping you can. And then I'm just going to lay that back down and continue on with my other ones. Now these, for some reason, it's easier for me to see the heart. So again, I'm just going to go around my heart, trying to do this a little bit faster because I really want to get this stencil taken up so that it doesn't dry before I totally get this off. I'm worried about that one, but we'll see how it goes. Worst case scenario, because I clear coated this with Rust-Oleum clear coat, I use the satin. I'm not a fan of the flat, but you know, if you're into the flat, do it. If you're into glossy, then put on the glossy. Okay, looks like I got that one done. And then real quick, I'm going to use some extra chalk paste so I can go a little bit faster here. But you can see how I've outlined my hearts. And that part of it, because it's raised, just has made it super, super easy to do this. Now, if you actually buy a shamrock and it doesn't have the hearts, if you have any wood heart shapes, you can paint them any color you'd like, and then stencil those and glue them right on top of your shamrock yourself. Okay, let's see how we did. I'm worried most about that first one. Okay, I'm loving this. You know what, I'm actually going to put that down, and I'm going to come from this other corner so that I'm not pulling my stencil quite as much. Oh my gosh, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. I don't know, did you see the new craft club? Oh my gosh, more patterns for me. And they are, ooh, oh, see how beautiful that looks? Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so happy. And I went white on green, and I'm loving this, loving it. So I'm gonna get my chalk paste all put back together, and I'm going to very carefully start to raise my tape, and we'll see how I do. Okay, let's go. Oh, this is so fun. So very fun. Oh, I could go there. Oh, how fun. Are you seeing how this is coming out? Oh, oh, I am so glad I changed my mind on my stencil, and at the last minute, I went and picked this out of my drawer. My large stencils like that I store in a drawer, not in my portfolios. And oh, this is perfect. And I didn't go over the edges, which again was one of my concerns. I did when I got close to the edge here, but my tape did save me, so that was worth the time to go back and do. Oh, before we finish this, I just have to show you one more time. Oh, look at that white on green. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. So you can use a hair dryer, but I'm actually, going to use my heat gun, and I am going to dry away. Oh my gosh, this is just so perfect. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Oh, this is so fun. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I really want to make sure these bottom ones, oh, I can see, oh, I see a little boo-boo. I got a little bit of, on this second one, I had a little bit of it coming out from underneath the stencil. So, okay, well, my spray bottle disappeared. I'm going to have to fix it. Usually what I would do is I would take, these are the cotton makeup tips, and because it has a tip on it, usually I would just spritz a little bit and then go in between very carefully just to erase that. I'm going to have to wait. I have the feeling my sidekick may have walked away. He doesn't steal it, he just kind of walks away with it. He must be cleaning something. That is the most used piece. So I bought this really, I think I bought this last year at Joann's. How about that? Isn't that cute? It was $4.99, but I don't buy anything full price, so it was probably, it was most likely 60% off. But I ended up using the whole roll, and I'm okay with that. Okay, Lynn, what did you do? I put a very sticky tape on this because I have to secure everything out in a way, because Briggs, my cat, plays with all the string, and You know what? I'm going to have to trim this a little bit more. I'm not going to get it through here. This is thicker than most baker's twine. This is actually, I believe it said that it was a, it's wired, which I had never seen before. So we're working with something new. Let me see if I can just, oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Ugh. It's the first Wednesday of the month and I wasn't even thinking. So you may hear dogs barking, dogs howling, and the civil defense whistles a blowing. Oh, I've got to remember that on the first of the month, especially if it's a Wednesday. Oh, come on. Are you going to come here through here for me? You know what? This is not going to go through here for me right now, so let's move on to our other tab. Oh, you know what? Putting this double-sided sticky tape, it's really thick. I probably borrowed it from Kirk, but that was to keep my end in line. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to start at the bottom here, and I'm going to go behind this. Oh, come on. Okay, that was one whistle. There's another one coming, I guarantee. And for some reason, my dogs are being really quiet. Tilly usually barks, and Elsie howls, and it gets loud. So I'm glad I'm down in my craft studio, and it's quiet. Okay, Lynn's going to risk getting her finger burned, but for this purpose, I think we need to do that. Okay, I'm just going to hold this down for a minute. I promise you that second whistle's coming. Unless it didn't, I didn't notice. Ay, ay, ay. The dogs were actually pretty quiet. I'm surprised. So now what I'm going to do with this, oh, here it comes. See? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to go down around the bottom here as close as I can. And then all I'm doing is that, oh, you know what? I'm going to add glue along this edge just to help guide me. I'm hoping that this is so thick, I'm hoping this gets easier to wrap, but I love the fact that it's green, white, and black. This has happened to me once before on a live, and why I just wasn't thinking about it today. I just, like I said, I get so excited to come and show you what I'm doing, and okay, so that held that, and I'm just going to keep wrapping that around. And what I'm doing is I'm going to have to push it down a little bit to keep that close up. Can you see that? I'm hoping you can see that. And so again, just going really tight around this. Oops, that one's not tight. Let's keep going. Come on, come on, come on. For that top, I do believe I have some green and white baker's twine, and I may just have to use that. I'm hoping I don't, but we shall see, correct? And so just, I'm twisting and twisting, and I'm just checking both sides, make sure, one, that I have it twisted tightly, and two, I just want to be sure that they're lining up, that it's on the back as well. I am so pleased with this. It has been fun making this. I've had it in the back. So I'm going to clip that. I'm glad that it's different because now if I need more of that to try to get, and I'm just going to glue this down again. Get this this on my finger, and come on, I'm going to press that down and let that dry. Notice I did not paint. I try to do that. Oh, come on. Ah! Stuck. Okay, I'm talking too much. Excuse me there, I need my sip of water. Okay, got that. So, this is what we're looking like right now. How do you like that? I'm loving it. And I went ahead and I made a messy bow, because of course messy bows are my favorite. And I'm really happy that, because I had wrapped around just to make sure I had enough, and then I went a few times around, and I'm glad I gave myself that extra space, because I definitely needed it. And I was able to end on the back, because what I was going to do is I was going to put my bow in the middle. Oh, I don't know. Do I want it in the middle or do I want it on the top? Oh gosh, Lynn. Oh, I just love how this middle turned out. I'm not sure I want my bow to cover any of that. You know what? I actually think I am going to go ahead and put my bow at the top, because then you can really see my hearts. I'm not covering them up, because my original thought was here, or on the top of this if I had to cover something, and that's not the case. I'm just going to look behind me and see if I can see. Oh, I do. I have baker's twine, and I'm trying to see where I got this. Oh, Joann's for this as well. I have several craft stores and Dollar Trees near me, but I tend to go to Joann's. So I'm going to leave my bow there for a minute, and I'm going to come from the front of this. Normally I would use Scotch tape to wrap around that top so it's more like a shoelace, and that has disappeared too, so I think I'm going to have to go on a tape. And what am I doing? Can I do that? No. Not thinking. And so what I'm doing is tying a knot in the back, and then I'm actually going to leave this, and I'm going, because I have my glue gun and it's hot, I'm just going to go over that, oh come on, with some hot glue, and keep it down that way. All right, so then how long do we want, ooh, how long do we want this? Let's see. Oh, it's not going to come off for me. I don't think I want to hang this. I think we're going to go about there. And again, I'm going to twist this a little bit, and so I can bring that through very easily. Oh, come on. You are just not liking me today. Well, we're going to get this done, I tell you. So again, I am using the Filigree leaf pattern and a Dollar Tree. Okay, let's try this again. Clip that off and get this over here quick. Dollar Tree. Oh, that pulled off. Did you see that, Lynn? I can hear my mother now. Lynn. Oh, her infamous words. I have to love it. And the only time she did that correctly was when she was in serious pain. And I kept telling her to say, Lori, and blame it on her, because She was in some serious pain. It was during a small procedure, and yeah. But if you've ever had cortisone shots, you know how much they hurt. And so usually I'm her favorite daughter, but that day I was not her favorite daughter. So I don't think my mother ever called me the right name once her grandchildren came. And so I'm often called and we have lots of girls, so I'm often called every other girl in the family before she finally gets to my name. So have to love moms, don't you? Love mine, miss her terribly. Okay, we're just gonna snip this off. Come on. I'm gonna snip this one off as well. And I'm gonna take my little, I glued it together. No, I didn't. My little fingertip thing here. Protect those fingers, and I'm just going to press down on this a little bit more so that it hopefully will dry quicker. Okay, so we've got that part done. Oh, it's coming together. So all we need is our bow. But you know, if you love these patterns, let me know in the comments. I'll let you know exactly where to get them on my Magnolia craft site. And oh, I was going up at the top. Talking so much. You can start just crafting away and just having so much fun making your own things. When I go through Pinterest and Amazon and different things, I just think, oh, wouldn't it be great if I could make that? And now I can, thanks to Magnolia. So if you are liking what you're seeing, please, please, please let your friends know about it. Invite them to follow my page, and I will get you headed in the right direction. I promise. Okay, I think that's going to stick. I might have to add some more. But there we go. How fun and easy was this little piece of decor? Hang it on your door, hang it on your window, hang it anywhere that you want, just to show your Irishish spirit. Until next time, you enjoy, and happy talking.